Hi, welcome to the first video on brick by brick designs. On this channel, I want to show you that you can make things out of Lego that will look good and fit in with modern home decor, and also be strong enough to hold up to everyday use in your home. In this video, I build this cooling friendly laptop stand that looks good, it's easy to use, can hold anything, and it's super strong too. But before I could build that, I had to go through a lot of prototypes. I built the first version of the stand years ago. My fiance was always using her laptop on the bed, but it would always overheat because the vents were blocked on the bottom. And I was mostly focused on it just being a platform to create some airflow, and the standing part was less important. So you could see me struggling there to extend the legs, and that was one of the big problems with this design. It was way too complicated. It is really strong though. I promise I'm really giving it some force here and it's not breaking. This though was just way too many steps just to fold in the legs, so I had to start over and make a new version from scratch. This time I made the legs much stronger with this locking mechanism with multiple positions, but it still takes way too many steps. I also made these reinforced support arms, and I used these extra long pin connector pieces to add more friction and help them stay in position. I also added this gimmick where the whole platform can collapse flat for easier storage or more positions in standing mode, which it was a cool idea, but it was not really that practical. And again, there's still too many moving parts. And you need both hands to lock and unlock the legs, which can be really inconvenient. So I had to start over again with a fresh new design. For the last prototype, I tried to simplify the design to have as few moving parts as possible. I got rid of the collapsing gimmick, and now instead of 5 steps or 3 steps, it's just 1 step to open it up. To achieve that, I used 6 of these heavy-duty click hinges, which hold their position really well, even with heavy laptops like mine, which is 5 pounds. I kept these reinforced support fingers. I actually improved the design a little bit, and I added tabs so you can push them up from the bottom. I also added this folding tray underneath for my hard drive so it can plug into my laptop while I'm working, and I can just move it around as one big piece without having to carry the hard drive separately. So I wanted the final product to look as good as possible, so it had to all be one color. And the only colors all of these parts come in are black or light bluish gray. So I went with black because I think it basically goes with anything. And I'm not a huge fan of how light bluish gray looks in sort of an aesthetic way. It doesn't really go with a lot of things. The biggest challenge on this project was I needed 30 of these Technic frame pieces in black, and I also needed hundreds of these 3 long pin connectors, also in black, which are not really made by Lego much anymore, so you kind of have to go third party to get these, and they're usually not that cheap. But I managed to find one Bricklink user in Slovenia who had the frames for 72 cents each and the pin connectors for 20 cents each, so shout out to Planky Stone for making this possible. And now, let's get building. These click hinges do come in black, but they're way too rare and expensive, especially if you want 6 of them. So covering them up like this is gonna have to do. So that's my laptop stand. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, I'm thinking of selling instructions and part lists for this and all my future builds, so let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that. I have a lot of other projects already around my apartment, so let me know which ones you'd like to see videos on in the future. First is the turntable you saw earlier in the montage. It's actually just a platform that sits on top of a regular turntable from Amazon, but I still think it's a cool design. It's really strong, and there's a lot of interesting little tricks inside that I use to get this octagon shape and still have it be really strong. I'm actually trying to break it there. I also have a Technic version of this with a built-in bearing. It's more of a perfect circle than the other version, but it has a lot more gaps and it's not really all one color. So let me know if you want to see me try and improve it or just show it off in a future video. I also have this wall-mounted minifig display box, which it can hang from nails or command strips or just sit on a table, so it's really renter friendly. Right now I'm using it to display all my Disney figures, so let me know if you want to see that one. Here's a really interesting one. This is also a laptop stand, but I made these cushions using rubber hoses and tires so it can rest in your lap. It has these detachable cushions at the back, so you can use it sitting up or reclining at different sort of angles, and it's actually pretty comfortable. For this last one, I actually want to see if anyone can guess what this is. If you get it right in the comments, I'll pin you, and then you can all decide if you want a video about it. One warning though, I am making these videos in my free time while working a part-time job, and this project took me like a month, so don't expect me to have that consistent of an upload schedule. Again, let me know if you'd want to buy instructions, part lists, or even full kits to build this yourself at home, and let me know what you'd want to see next time on Brick by Brick Designs.